I'm Aditya Singh, grade 10 QA, and this is my voice testimony or voice reflection of my community and service reflection for the activity of hosting the QA Quackfest, annual Quackfest. Last month, which the 8th of March 2013, QA held its annual spring fair known as the Quackfest. It's like any of the school fairs, stalls of food, games, handicrafts, etc. And there was also a stage on which QA students and teachers could perform, like sing or dance or play an instrument or display any kind of artistic skill. As part of my music production course, I had to, depending on my role, either perform as a musician, manage the soundboard of the stage as a music engineer or a sound producer, or host the Quackfest itself as producer. Um, since I am originally an engineer for this class, I was assigned to be in charge of the soundboard, and I was supposed to be the soundboard man. But since one of the producers of the class was traveling for one of the sports tournaments, um, I was voted to take the spot by my co-host, or who also happens to be the other producer, Yusuf Halawa. On that day, I was excited to pull this job off with Yusuf, but remembered that in previous school fairs, the crowd didn't really care about what was happening, and this annoyed me a little bit. But I wanted to try it anyway. When we went on stage to introduce the festival and ourselves, well, we were greeted by a warm welcome by our friends only. But as the event went on, we had more fun on stage, cracking jokes, making fun of our peers, trying to invite them up on stage. And this caused the audience to enjoy more and to give us a warmer round of applause or whatever. Uh, I really had a great time hosting the event with a close friend, learning about public speaking, helping out my teacher, Mr. Ball, with the technical difficulties, and being part of an event as widely known around the country as the Quackfest itself is. I certainly believe that the sound, performances, musical skills, and the atmosphere made this Quackfest possibly the best one I have been to since I've been in QA for about 5 years now. Our whole class did an outstanding job with the event, especially Mr. Ball, who organized everything to do with the stage and sound. Also, I think we did a fairly good job hosting it as the crowd started to enjoy more and more. While doing this job, my co-host and myself, Yusuf Halawa and me, we served the community. We served the QA community. In a way, we kind of served the Qatar Foundation community, trying to build it together through our own way, which was of bringing a sense of humor or a few jokes every now and then to make everyone laugh, to get acquainted with each other, make the atmosphere warm and welcoming to everyone. This was basically how we tried to build the community around us and try to bond them together, because not everyone that works in QA or goes to school in QA knows everyone else. And we're a fairly small high school, and this is quite a big disadvantage. Um, there wasn't much of a planning process that went into this. While hosting it, we decided that we would go on stage and kind of improvise, because we've noticed from our drama classes or anytime we've had to perform skits that we've done much better when we've gone up and improvised and picked up on each other's work. And since we're close friends, we understand each other's work and how we talk, etc. So it was fairly easy to work off each other, and there wasn't much of a planning process needed, but we tried to keep it as focused around the event as possible, and which we decided that we wouldn't go off topic. We would make some jokes, but allow ample time for the performances, etc.